This song is a song called The Things I Wish I'd Done. It's a true story about a conversation I had with an old man when I was 15 years old on the bus in Dublin. It was on a Monday morning on the Dublin bus into town that I offered him my seat to an old man so he could sit down. He smiled and said, they don't make them like they used to, and there's no respect among the youth for the older generation. It's a sad, sad revelation what the world is coming to. So don't go wasting precious time and heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Well, he told me of his childhood, his triumphs and his failures on the way, of his deep and boundless sorrow at the passing of his dearest wife, Sinead. And then he smiled and said, find someone who makes you laugh and live each moment like your last. Say I love you every night, say I'm sorry when you fight, and leave your anger in the past. And don't go wasting precious time. Heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Well, he pressed the bell and said farewell, rose up from his seat, and then he said, go on and live your life, my lad. I hope that my advice will serve you well. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, and do the things I wish I'd done. So now for the hard part for me. That's the easy part. I want to talk to you about the music industry, or the music game. In the year 2000, the artist formerly known as Prince accepted an award, and he said, when it's your game, you make all the rules so everything comes easy. But it's not your game, so you don't make the rules and everything comes hard. They say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And music is non-stop work. So if you don't choose something that you're passionate about, then there's a good chance that you're going to give up. I get approached all the time by young musicians asking me,
How do I become a success? And there's no easy answer. So I say, first of all, if you want to be a musician, you have to do the basic things, which is practice, 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 until you are proficient. But then after that, there are 3 important things that I like to highlight: authenticity, investing in yourself, and managing the machine, or AIM for short. Like anything in life, if you want to hit your target, you have to take AIM: authenticity, investing in yourself, and managing the machine. My father used to say, run your own race. What he meant by that was, in horse racing, the horses have blinkers so they can focus on what's right in front of them instead of getting distracted by what's beside them. So it's important to focus on you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Remember the band TLC? They said, don't go chasing waterfalls. If you go looking for a waterfall while you're in the river, there's a very good chance you're going to get swept away in a current and taken over the edge of the waterfall. The same applies to when you go chasing music trends. If you try to sound like what's on top of the charts right now, by the time you go from your concept to finished product and put your song out into the world, you're already behind. Artists create trends. Trends do not create artists. Take the artist T-Pain. Through his unique use of auto-tune, he inspired a decade of new music from different people. I saw Jack Black from Tenacious D a few weeks ago in Dublin, and he told the audience that the Pick of Destiny movie was his baby, his passion. It was also a box office disaster, but it went on to become a cult success, and they gained a very loyal fan base as a result. So trust your passion. Find your voice and write the song because it's what you want to say, not because it's what they want to hear. The second thing is investing in yourself. The I in AIM. Now what that means is, one of the biggest obstacles you're going to face is money and time. Do I spend money paying somebody to record my music, or do I spend time learning how to do it for myself? And there's no easy answer. Imagine this, you're 18 years old, you get a job, you work long hours, probably earning minimum wage, you save up thousands to record your very first song. You put that song out into the world and nothing happens. What's next? Go back to the job, keep on saving? Apparently, 60,000 songs get released every single day on Spotify. That's 2,500 songs every single hour. So launching your song into that is like throwing a stone into the ocean and expecting tidal waves. I don't know if you refer to this machine the way I do, but I call this machine a coin-pushing machine. You see them in carnivals, where you put the coin into the slot and the coin trickles down and it piles up, and then eventually one coin goes in and pushes the pile of money and you collect your winnings. That's how I see the music industry. You put song after song into the machine, your reputation builds up, and then finally one song is the breakthrough. The bad news is it costs a fortune every single time you want to put a song into the machine. The good news, we live in the information age, which means you can go online and get step-by-step tutorials from experts and learn anything you want for free. So learn to record and market your own music. And that way, you can put song after song into the machine until you get that breakthrough. And then the final thing is managing the machine. And by the machine, I mean the big, bad music industry. You have to manage it, or it will manage you. So it's decision time. Do I want to be with a record company, or do I want to remain independent? And again, there's no easy answer. To give you an idea of what a record contract looks like, it's typical for an artist to receive about 15%, 1-5. and then all of the costs come out of the 15%, leaving you with very little. And that might be okay if you're mega successful, but signing a contract doesn't mean you'll be successful. Sometimes you can sign with a wonderful record label and just be put on the shelf, where you're stuck in music limbo, signed, but not being pushed by the record label at all. At 13 years old, there's a singer in America called JoJo. She was the youngest solo artist in history to have a #1 in the Billboard 100. She sold 7 million copies of her first 2 albums. And then she spent 10 years stuck in music limbo because of disputes with her record label before she released her next album. Obviously, that's not a good situation. I'm not saying all record companies are this way, but that's the risk involved. But if you followed steps 1 and 2, you are authentic, you love what you do, and you have something real to offer the world. And you've learned the skills necessary to record and market your own music, so you don't have to sign a record contract. You can go down the independent road. I don't have to tell you the importance of social media, so I'm not going to talk about social media. There are videos all over to tell you exactly how to market yourself on social media. And to be honest, it's still a bit of a mystery to me. I'm going to talk about something that we don't do as much anymore, which is real-life promoting. In our case, in 2015, when we released our album, we found out that Ed Sheeran was releasing his second album on the very same day. I don't have to tell you that that was not the best news I got that week. So instead of trying to compete with Ed Sheeran in his world, we decided to be authentic to who we were. As you may know, we were street performers, or buskers as we call it in Ireland. So we decided to perform on the streets in Dublin, outside of the music stores. And then instead of asking the audience to buy music from us, we asked them to go inside the store and buy the album there. So every sale counted towards the charts. And we were able to beat Ed Sheeran to #1 for weeks. Thank you. Now, the added benefit of doing that is it's very newsworthy when a band of unknown buskers beats Ed Sheeran to #1. So we got a huge amount of free publicity. And that's just a prime example of how just performing on the streets can get your name out there. There are many singers on the streets in Dublin and around the world who have millions of followers by performing on the streets. Other real-world things that you can do. Posters. Put posters in areas where you know your target market hangs out. Put a QR code on the poster. Advertise free gigs, free music. Local radio, local newspapers, college radio, college newspapers. The important thing is to stay local. Don't follow the pack. Everybody is contacting the big companies. You stay local, focus local. And then to tie all of this real-life promotion together, you run some online ads. You target fans of an artist who sounds similar to you. You confine your ads to the city you are in. So now your online promotion will work in tandem with your real-life promotion. The goal here is to become a big fish in a small pond and to start earning money from your music with gigs, crowdfunding, merchandise. Now you have cash flow. And you can use this cash flow to repeat the process in the next city. Or you can use your newfound success to negotiate a better deal with the record label. After all, you have just proven that you can be a success in a small area, and this lessens the risk to the record label. So you can negotiate for better cuts, better control, a better term. This way you can be a beneficiary of the system, of the machine, instead of being a victim of it. So remember the wise words spoken by Prince at the start. He said, "This is not your game. You don't make the rules, so everything will come hard." But he also finished that speech by saying, "Imagine if we all played our own game." So, to all the young aspiring musicians out there who want to know what to do, be authentic, be passionate about what you're doing, love it, and you'll do it consistently. Learn the skills that you need to record and market your music so that you don't need anybody to help you. And then get out there and play your own game. Thank you very much.